Hello to everyone from the world of Zone News. Thank you for choosing us. Our video today is about the 2023 Lexus RZ, a perfect SUV. You will make us happy by watching the video until the end. As close as the new Toyota bZ4X and Subaru Solterra electric hybrids are apparently, you may not understand that the Lexus RZ is their triplet. Every one of the three SUVs share Toyota's e-TNGA electric vehicle design. However, while the Toyota and Subie are effectively recognizable as sharing a body, inside and nearly all the other things, the 2023 Lexus RZ has less unusual styling and a totally interesting and rich inside. In a tomfoolery contort, Lexus took the center openness of the bZ4X, and, likewise, Solterra, that EV underlined on first drive, and duplicates it in essentially every part of the RZ. While this offers a genuinely typical in-vehicle experience under the bZ4X's weird styling, the RZ does likewise, with no out-of-control, Tesla-furious tech peculiarities or too many cow-deep, dark hole choices to watch on different EV execution measurements like you could get from certain opponents. With an ordinary appearance, it's an extravagance electric hybrid along these lines as Audi's e-tron, an electric that will not discourage purchasers from inside ignition vehicles, however means to give a totally conventional encounter in any case. Damn, the most insane highlights inside are the touch-delicate entryway openers like those on the NX, where you press a little button to escape the vehicle, and the dimmable glass of the accessible all-encompassing sunroof. From an external perspective, the RZ450e seems to be Lexus' most recent petroleum and mixture NX minimal hybrids, with somewhat more rakish enumerating and less front-end emissions. Obviously, assuming that you truly step back and analyze the RZ's bended rooftop profile, you can follow the pieces of information of the bZ4X and Solterra. However, because of the expanded bumpers, the particular hourglass state of the nose mirroring Lexus' unmistakable grille plan and these full-width taillights, Lexus remains all alone. Correspondingly, the RZ is likewise gently kneaded. The 112.2-inch wheelbase is imparted to Toyota, however the Lexus is simply over around 50% of an inch lower and 1.4 inches more extensive and 4.5 inches taller. While we don't have the last specs for the inside, it looks likely the Lexus will be more roomy than its kin. The Lodge comparably models off the NX, which embraces the SUV's cutting-edge 14.0-inch touchscreen interface and fortunately the volume and central air buttons and a comparative computerized instrument group and controlling wheel. As high as possible, to one side of the directing wheel, is a beginning button in the driver's field of vision, and where you'd expect it are the typical joysticks and an effortless turning handle that stick away from the point of support, window and mirror controls. Driving, stopping and converse stuff determination. Once more, everything is spread out in a totally conventional manner, very much like the Toyota and Subaru, which supports that this RZ will be simple for non-EV devotees to slide and drive with next to no top-to-bottom preparation. Lexus says the inside will be calmed with additional seals around the hood, acoustic glass front and back, and, surprisingly, another cross area explicitly intended for the RZ's climate assurance. This is all basic, given the RZ's absence of motors. Most EVs battle wind and outside sound without a trace of the background noise by inner ignition. Or on the other hand, it may not. The RZ will have great in-taxi sounds to convey the fervor of driving. This evidently fake sound will be communicated inside in a state of harmony with the speed of the drive engines and may cover some undesirable commotion while giving a criticism circle to the driver. Make an effort not to peruse this as an over-the-top record zero. However, RZ will present an element in the dubious future that will fix that a whole lot of nothing here mindset. This component is a wire directing arrangement where there is no mechanical connection between the guiding haggle front wheels, giving electronic varieties and guiding way of behaving as well as more home control for installed driver colleagues, for example, path control, focusing and, sometime in the not-so-distant future, hesitant moves, yet additionally offering a directing burden, as Lexus has recently exhibited and vowed to RZ clients in China. Without a full guiding wheel, this burden is basically the same as the unit Tesla as of late presented in the Model S and Model X, yet with one key contrast: this wire directing component implies RZ drivers will not need to haul around with handheld guiding information sources. Lexus Express's RZs with this element will have 150-degree guiding reach, however doesn't determine whether that implies the burden will turn just 150 degrees toward every path, or 150 degrees lock-to-lock, i.e., 75 degrees toward every path. The two territories dispense with the need to remain forever inseparable, and Lexus says the framework gives a close wrist U-turn at low rates and dependability at higher paces. Underneath every one of the RZ's layers of Lexusness, the all-wheel drive Toyota bZ4X's double electric motor-children are sitting. Lexus just records its results in kW, with the front motor filling 150 kilowatts and the back 80. These numbers match those recorded for different Toyota parts and convert to 201 and 107 horsepower. In the event that force is correct, search for a consolidated arrangement of 196 lb-ft from the front motor and 124 lb-ft from the back, and around 300 horsepower and 300 lb-ft altogether, as we would anticipate. AWD bZ4X conveying a sum of 214 horsepower and 248 lb-ft. Why irregularity? Toyota fits the bZ4X with a similar 80 kilowatts motor front and back, while Lexus has the bigger front motor utilized by the front-wheel drive bZ4X. The front-to-raise power conveyance is 100% variable on the grounds that the motors have no mechanical linkage, and Lexus has named this AWD arrangement Direct 4. The standard Lexus Wellbeing System Plus 3.0 Dynamic Security Bundle, which incorporates crash cautioning, programmed crisis slowing down, versatile voyage control, path takeoff cautioning, path keeping help and a variety of driver screens, forestalls considerably more prominent claimers. These screens can determine whether the driver is worn out or encountering any crisis, or essentially quits focusing, while at the same time utilizing one's self-directing and versatile route capabilities. For this situation, the Crisis Drive Stop framework will securely dial back and stop the vehicle. Its strip,